Gentlemen of CFRL, we are here in the Midweek Series, racing tonight at Las Vegas. Doubleheader tonight with everything having to be crunched up with the schedule. Thank you, Tegan. Also, Mikeman, shout out to you. We're doing Las Vegas and then Talladega right after that. We have 6 guys trying to fight it out tonight to see who will make the cut line between Harris, S'mores, Darth Kylo, Gar, Wessel, and Sal Salvador. And man, I'm telling you, Tegan, I don't know if you remember the last Las Vegas race we had here last season in the Midweek Series, but it was a barn burner, dude. You expect any different tonight?
Yeah, it was ran early in the season last year, so a lot of people was just running it kind of wild. Uh, it's hard to say how this one's going to run. We've got two Cup guys running it with Michael and Bradley, and we've got 2 guys in it that have nothing, no stake in the championship no longer. So yeah, I mean it may run that way, but if this goes green after the stage, I think it's going to come down to a tire/fuel mileage race. So they may not run it hard.
Well, there's your little inside thought from Tegan Jones, folks. We are awaiting the signal to hop in to start broadcasting the race altogether. So they're just finishing up qualifying right now. Man, I'm telling you, last week I know, with Spencer and oh gosh, forgive me for not remembering. Spencer and Matt, they were eliminated. Spencer eliminated himself, missing the first race. Matt kind of didn't do himself any favors, but, these 2 cats right here, Matt, I see, can stay out of the way if he's not really competitive for the win or at least try to battle for the lead. But Spencer, though, kind of got a little eyeball on him, don't you think, Tegan?
I think he's going to behave tonight. We'll see. As long as nobody does what they did last week, which is agitate him with kind of like a mocking him. So and I think he's been told that he's being watched for a couple of weeks. So I think he'll be fine tonight. I don't think this is a track that's going to have issues with him anyway. I don't think he's going to contend either on the long run. So I think it's not one of his best tracks. And Wessel got a point for winning the qualifying race right off the bat.
Well, there you go. That one extra step into trying to win the championship next week. As for those that are unaware, after this race is Talladega, and then next week is the final race to decide the champion at Indianapolis, the regular 4 corners Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So should be a barn burner next week as well, as we still await for them to give us the green light to go.
I think they're in the lobby now. And the pole went to S'more, so that's a point.
Congratulations to S'mores nabbing that pole. So the 2 drivers of S'mores and Wessel shares a point each for an extra bonus point, I should say.
And that's big. So because so far now, if I'm going to be doing the points as we go tonight after the stage and everything, and then we'll have them updated between the races. But it does, and there's an invite. We got about 30 seconds to go.
All right.
So now this round right now is Harris is in first, 8 up above the cut line. S'mores is now 6 above the cut line. David Wessel is 6 above the cut line, and Ryan Harp is 4 above the cut line. And then you got Gary Engelhart -4, and we can join. And you got Salvador -7.
Salvador -7, which in the midweek, the amount of guys that are racing tonight and Talladega, being myself included, will definitely help Sal get the chance to gain as much of those bonus points as possible.
Yeah, because something to remember is wins do not advance you, so you have to get it by points.
If I do it right, there we go. Yeah. I mean, that's very critical compared to the Cup. Win and you're in midweek. Absolutely not. You get your championship by the most points gained, regardless of win, as you just heard Tegan said. That's been that way for a couple of seasons now, since Midweek got started. And hey, I'm telling you, man, it throws a huge curveball when you think you got that win in the bag, and you're like, oh, I'm in good shape, and then all of a sudden you're, out of the playoffs. I mean, look at Spencer. I think he had the most wins amongst the entirety of Midweek, and oh, here we are now racing. Yeah, they just now came out of turn 1 and 2. Sorry about that, folks. Man, I joined real late. Flapping my gums.
You're on PS4 still, ain't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big hurdle too.
Yeah, sorry, folks. The PS4 definitely has a lot longer time to load up compared to PS5, but nevertheless, lap 1 completed by the 22 of S'mores, as you heard Tegan earlier said that gained the pole there. So,
and right off the bat, looks like Gar's going for the lead.
Yeah, the Toyota 61 machine of Gar. Everybody racing the Xfinity, as you all see tonight. Trucks will be in Talladega the next race right after this is concluded. And I'm telling you, this is one of the only, if not maybe 2 or 3 tracks in the entirety of this game across all 3 series where you can run that high lane and actually really make it work to your advantage.
Yeah, it's just you got to be careful because they even on high sliders you are tight here and you could burn that right front real easy, and it's going to be really close on making it on one stop on the stage for some of these guys because the stage is 33 to 34, 33, 34. So it's going to be really close for some of these guys if they can make it or not.
Ooh, the 8. Who is that? Sal? Yeah, the 8 of Sal slammed the wall coming off of turn 4. Yeah, 4 wide right here in the tri-oval. Normally don't work. There's contact made. Looked like that was contact made between Sal and Mikeman. Mikeman driving the purple, whatever that work AF car is. I mean, that's a crazy paint scheme.
Ooh, Wessel.
Yeah, Wessel got really squirrely right there. About a lap and a half ago, Gar and S'mores made contact going into turn 1. Gar washed up and hit S'mores in the left rear corner panel, and they both were side by side for a while. Really stacked everybody behind them.
Well, this is it's tightening up here at the front.
Yeah,
and I think something to keep an eye on. I've noticed Mike's kind of hanging back. I think he's trying to save some gas and some tire to make this stage in one stop.
I agree with Mikeman's strategy if that is what he's trying to do. But, well, you know what? I'm sorry, folks. I keep forgetting that in the midweek series, the draft is on normal. So he's probably still picking up a draft as there was contact made between the 9 and the 54. That was a near miss. Yeah, these guys right here are fighting for whatever position they can up here at the front. Not really thinking about your strategy, Tegan. 22 running the high lane right here, trying to get the run up on the 61 of Gar. 98 of Wessel behind the 7 of Bradley here. And, man, I'm telling you, these cats right here, I don't think they care if they make it to the end of this stage right here before having to pit.
Yeah, they're not trying it. I mean, that's for sure. And you got Bradley. I think he had issues on the first couple of laps with this out issue. But, well, no, he's up here third. I'm looking at the wrong car.
Yeah.
Maybe Bradley ain't saving either. I can't. It's hard to tell.
Well, you know the leader ain't saving, just to be able to stay up in front. The 9 and the 98 almost made contact right there. That'd be the 9 of Darth Kylo, the 98 of Wessel. And as you've seen these last several laps, folks, these cars, you get some that will run the very bottom line, just about hugging the white line there, and then you go a car length up, and then another car width up, I should say, then another car width up. There's about 3, 4, maybe 4 lanes that you could run on this track right here and not lose any ground at all. As you see the 22 and the 9 right there trying to hug the high lane, trying to get some momentum coming off of turn 2. And there's some contact back there between the 54 and the 19. These two cats have
There was contact, I think, between the 08 and the 98 as well in front of them.
Man, I'm telling you, these two cats right here have no love lost. Oh, 54 and the 19 got together
loose.
once again. Yeah, 54 got loose.
Yeah, I think now you're starting to see some of the guys in the front are backing off now because Mike's up to fourth. So that tells me that they've caught on to the situation.
Man, that 54 is hugging that 19 down. The 22 is hugging the 98 down.
If you're the 54, you got to let the 19 go, let him run himself out.
But if you're the 54, you're thinking if you let the 19 go after just racing him like that, will you still be able to make it to the end without having a pit? I mean, you and as well as most of everybody else knows, 19 went way high. Anyway, most of y'all know these points are absolutely crucial in this round right here because there's only 2 races in the round. There's not 3 to back up on. So, you know, points here and then the next race is the deciding factor of if you make it to the next round or not. You don't have until next week.
No, you don't have an extra race like the Cup Series is used to. So, and like I said, there's not a lot of points on the table either because you've got 2 Cup guys who are probably going to take 2 of the top 5 spots here in the stage. So, you know, that's, you know, possibility there's only going to be 3 points or 3 spots available for points in the stage as well.
Well, and that right there, as you said, the 22 has to take advantage of the 08 of Mike Man getting into the wall coming off of turn 2. So as many points as he can gather is what he needs to do, which is exactly what he just done right there, capitalizing on the 08 mistake. Now he's got his size set for Darth Kylo, which is in the chase. So, I mean, you know, all of what he's got going on right here to help. Mike Man's lagging a little bit.
I thought I saw that for a second too. But I don't know if that's just on ours or he might be lagging in general because I think his stream is frozen too now. So
okay, I don't have my eyes on his.
They're lagging on his screen. Looks like too.
Yeah, they're
54 pitting first. I think that is way outside the window.
I don't know what the 54 strategy is. I couldn't see it working. In this type of predicament
right
here.
Loose. He kept hitting the apron. It looked like it was starting to turn in too good. So I'm guessing he's cutting his loss, and he's going to try to do this in a 2-stop.
And there goes the move with Bradley going down low on the 61 of Gar. Trying not to wash up. They make contact. Side by side coming off of turn 4. Gar going to try to get off the corner.
Pitting.
I'm amazed that that move by Harris brought a bunch of cars in a lap after that. If that's what has happened. You'd think that some of them will try to stay out, much like Mike Min and Bradley and these top 2 drivers, or the midweek drivers are.
I'm curious if because Gar's been up in the front this whole time, if he can even do it on tire or do it on fuel. And some of the I've noticed that. Oh yeah, he's pitting.
He is pitting. Yep.
Watching my stream, it seems like he's doing really good on the right front, where everybody else is usually having the problem with it, and he's doing really bad on the right rear. So he's having the opposite issue compared to everybody else, I think.
Well, as you know this too, Tegan, sometimes you set up a lobby and you have it set up where, I mean, just by nature, the lobby is set up where the race is too loose. Some other lobbies, race is too tight. You know. Here comes Darth Kylo.
Look for them to pit here because
and here comes Bradley.
I can do another lap on tires. Oh, he's going to try it though. Holy crap! He will be lucky if he does not blow that right rear by the time he gets back to pit road. He's crossing the line now at 5%.
Gosh, that is really pushing it. I mean, he's going to have to really slow it up, as you already know that.
Well, the thing is, it'll get you is the transition between the banking onto the flat, and he's coming off of, he's down to 2%, coming in down the backstretch. It's going to be really close.
That transition on the apron is going to be the deciding factor if he does make it or not, which it looks like he does.
Oh, it's 0 though. Oh, I'm surprised it didn't blow. He got lucky.
That's insane. He will definitely lose some positions right there, though, folks. But in retrospect, I mean, he doesn't have nothing more to gain but bragging rights and just trying to add another win to his column.
He did do 17 laps there, so that is literally one past half the stage. If he can do it again, he's looking good for the stage win.
Yep. And a 15.9 on his stops, what I see on his stream right here. I just now pulled it up. There's the 61, the 9.
Looks like S'mores is the leader, I believe.
It does say that S'mores is your leader. I don't remember if he short pitted or
he
if he
pitted the lap after Harris did, so he was right after Harris by a lap.
Okay.
I don't think everybody that's pitted are going to have to pit again, with maybe Bradley and Hart maybe trying to maybe stretch it out. They would have to do another 2 extra laps, and you kind of lose fuel here, and the tire wear on top of that. So I don't know if they're going to be able to do it.
Let's ride on the hood cam here of the 61 of Gar. He's got his eyes set on the top 5 as we speak, but we know that him, Bradley, Harp, I forgot who else went down to pit road with him. They're all on the same strategy right here. You see that the 61 machine of Gar is now trying to get past the 19 of Spencer, who I believe also went down to pit road at the same time that S'mores did. So he's definitely going to have to pit one more time, but he's holding up strong there up high of the 61 of Gar, but I just don't see him being able to hold on that much longer. Yeah, I mean, we already know Spencer loves riding a loose setup here, so, you know.
Well, I mean, you have to, in these cars, I'm pretty sure everybody's at least on a 6 or higher. If I say most are on 7, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have an 8 out there somewhere.
Ooh. Harris got loose coming off of turn 2 there, had to come down to correct it right on top of the 61 machine of Gar. That's going to allow the 19 to get right back up on the outside right here. The 54 being on the oldest tires.
Ooh, contact again.
Yep.
Looks like Harris is getting loose again.
Yeah, Spencer almost made a 3 wide, thought better of it and backed off. That's actually a really smart move because he knows that he's got a little bit of better tires than the 54. Even if it is by a lap, you know, Tegan, that this track is all about the freshest tires.
Yeah, and I feel like everybody should be catching S'mores. So I've got a feeling that maybe Bradley is trying to stretch it out here to make the stage.
That's a very good point, Tegan. Him and Darth Kylo, too. I mean, you don't really think about Darth Kylo being a top 3 competitor right off the bat.
It looks like Wessel had issues because he's back here behind Sal in 9th, so that tells me he either sped or he's already pitted again. I don't know if he's already pitted that early. Well, he might just be trying to save, just to make sure he stays on a lead lap.
We've got our eyes on Mikeman right here real briefly. He's sitting actually in 7th place. Sal being in 8th. Looked like Mike, either he hit the wall or almost hit the wall, but, man, look at Mikeman's stream right here. He is definitely concerned about that right rear tire, even with being in the lap extra.
I think he's trying to... He might be in save mode here. Because he's got to do 17 laps on his own now with no drafting help in front of him. So he kind of had that help earlier. And that's probably the reason why his right rear is so bad the last run, is because he was in the draft plus lifting and saving gas to try to save his tires and his fuel. Now he doesn't have that draft in front of him. Now he's just got to worry about lifting and saving it that way.
We'll put our eyes back up here at the front. S'mores still leading the race. Contact made between the 19 and the 54. These cats right here just can't stay off of each other.
To take it to the high line and it just wasn't there. It looked like Gar hit the apron a little bit there.
Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of momentum. He'd be all right a little bit as long as 54 don't try to put a move on him. It will look like 54 will. They are still gaining a little bit on S'mores, but Tegan, to your point from earlier, they should have already passed S'mores by the amount of tires.
They should have already ate him up, and I feel like they're... Even Gar, I think, maybe trying to now ride. He got ahead of Harris, and that's all he's worried about right now is just to be close and just save. I just don't think it's going to do Gar any good. It'll be really close if Bradley and Hart will do it.
Well, you're probably thinking if you're Gar, you're you're already what 6 or however many points you said earlier. Okay, 4 up.
He didn't need to take. He needed to be conservative in that first run to make sure that he didn't have to pit twice in this stage. So
Right.
that if he has to pit again in this stage, that is a missed opportunity, considering that everybody but Michael is going to have to pit again, it looks like. And it looks like Harris is pitting now.
Yeah, which we already knew that was going to have to happen given how early he went to pit. See if that'll bring anybody else in right after that. But I think everybody's going to try to stretch it as far as they can until they hit absolute zero on the fuel or absolute zero on the tires.
Now, I'm curious, if Harris had the short pit again, even shorter than he did last run, because if he not, then S'mores should be pitting here.
And he's pitting right now. Yep.
And Harp.
S'mores, Harp, Spencer. So that leaves just
I'm very curious if Gar can do this. Sal's on pit road.
Well, and as you know, Gar
Spencer's
and
on pit
Bradley
road.
is on the same strategy. So, I mean, if Gar can't make it, then Bradley probably sure can't.
Actually, Bradley and Harper on the same strategy. Gar pitted a lap before they did.
Oh, they did?
That's what I'm thinking. Gar pitted right after S'mores did, so he may be pitting here, and it looks like he's slowing up. He's pitting.
Yep. Yeah, as you just pointed out, a very big missed opportunity for Gar right there. Be curious to see if he's able to make it on just fuel only. I mean, given the tire wear circumstances.
The 98 is putting around this. He's going to try to stay out here and try to get second place points. Maybe
as you
third,
see him right here in front of Sal. Yeah, and he just let Sal go. A lot of the guys that just came down to pit road about a lap ago is now coming out. Bradley looks like he's going to come to pit net. Yep, here comes Bradley.
And man, they got to pit before the stage closes, so.
And there's Mikeman.
They should have plenty of laps to do it.
We'll set our eyes right here on the 08 of Mikeman as he now takes the lead back. I mean, it's going to be very, very close, being that Mikeman is now on lap 31. You said, what was the stage?
Should be 33, 34. Yeah, Wessel is in second right now. He's just letting people go.
So, Mikeman absolutely has the best chance to make it to lap 33 because he is not even down to the 20% range on the right rear. Not by much, though, 22.
Well, like I said, though, you lose about 5 to 6% a lap, whether it's in your right front or your right rear. So,
yeah,
that's something to keep in mind.
He's definitely in the clear on that right there.
He lost 5% in the lap that he went down to zero. Oh, that's going to put a lot of people a lap down except for Wessel so far. He just put Bradley a lap down. Bradley should be able to unlap himself here.
He should if he's able to get in front of S'mores. S'mores being the first car lap down, sitting in third. This is a very, very crucial deal that everybody's going to have to put up with if they can't get in front of Mikeman before too late.
I'm curious on what to turn this up so we can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it through the mic, but...
I mean, this is the last lap of the stage, folks. I mean, with only one turn left in the tri-oval, Mikeman will take the win for this stage, having only Wessel being the lead lap car a lap down.
And he's he's pace lapping right now on the backstretch.
Oh, Mikeman, what have you done? Bradley is not too happy with him.
Well, I think the thing is, he could have let S'mores go there. S'mores was right there. And that would have gave Bradley the lucky dog.
I think Mikeman's concern is just to eliminate as much of the competition as possible. He doesn't care if it's Bradley. He don't care who's in the fight for the championship. This could have major implications, even for the guys that, can do the waiver rounds. That means that Mikeman will at least have a 3, 4, or 5 lap advantage over him.
And that's going to be a lot here on tires, and it's going to put you out of a window and trying to make it too. So to be quite honest, everybody would just be better off just to pit here and take the lumps and hope for a yellow down the road.
And we've mentioned earlier, Mikeman has some lagging issues as well. So you guys, oh my gosh, Spencer just clobbered the back of the 9. Anyway, the lag issues could definitely play a factor in a caution coming out. And I don't really see... Yeah, nope. Yeah, nobody stayed out, so yeah. that means S'mores, Wessel, and Mikeman will be the only cars on the lead lap.
Now, something to note here, it looks like the stage, it was Mike, Wessel, S'mores, Bradley, and Harris. The two guys you didn't hear in there who needed points were Sal and Gar.
Yeah, that is a big tough break for Sal, for sure. But Gar, yeah, already that close to the cutoff line, definitely not doing himself any favors.
I just saw behind the long slide, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that is correct, folks. S'mores having the lucky dog means he starts at the very tail end of the longest line. The only exception, if there was any waiver rounds, they would have taken. If there was any waiver rounds, they would have been behind S'mores. But as you see, nobody went to stay out.
White line right here. West was above me, so I can't choose the outside.
Okay. I forgot. I'll stay outside.
Oh boy. Alrighty, folks. Green flag's coming back out. Let's see who's going to win the race.
Probably taking it to the unlapping himself so far, and that's going to put 54 in the lucky dog spot right now.
Sure does. 61 trying to follow in tow. Everybody wig-wagging all over the front stretch right here. The 20... Ooh, I'm sorry, not the 22. The 9 and the 61 makes contact. 3 wide coming off of turn 2. Oh my goodness. Mikeman trying to push Gar up. 3 wide now with the 8 down below the 08. Gar hits the wall hard, Tegan. Oh! Is that the 8 spinning or was that lag?
Oh,
yeah, the 8 spun.
In it, yeah. That is hard to tell. Let me see if I get it on. I'm just going to see it.
So
this is a yellow. It is looking like Spencer's going to be the lucky dog. I'm not sure. Don't look like it's a caution. I don't think they're slowing down. Wessel trying to put him back a lap down here. So that, S'mores, I think, got the bad end of that deal, and he's on the lead lap.
Yeah.
But if S'mores is smart, if he thinks this is going to go green, he's not going to catch them on his own. He needs to go into fuel-saving and tire-saving mode here.
Absolutely.
This could also still be a possibility that this could still be a tire race.
And seeing that Wessel put Bradley back a lap down, not really helping out the likes of Harris right here since, now that Bradley's the first car lap down, get that lucky dog if that yellow does end up coming out. Don't be fooled, folks. That 98 and that 7 and that 54, they're not... Well, I'm sorry. The 98 and the 7 are not battling for position. 7's a lap down still. 54's a lap down still. 19's a lap down. 9's a lap down. All these cats that are behind the 98 are all a lap down. The first car behind the 98 that's on the lead lap is the 08.
Looks like the 08 maybe took another shot at Gar there.
I did not catch that on our cameras, folks. I apologize. Let's go back here to the 9. We'll get a good angle on everybody right here.
And there's something to point out. Whitman's playing with house money right now. He let everybody go because he's still running second behind all these cars. He's back here saving gas and saving tire again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, everything that he is doing right now is just money in the savings account. Right here's the 98
for it.
Yeah, the 98
the 98 in the wall.
Yeah, they were fighting real hard for it. 7 really wants to get back on the lead lap.
I think the 7 wants a yellow.
The 9 was yellow as well. He put the 1961 in a 3 wide position, had to force the 19 back out before there was some.
Bradley forced Harris up and handing into the wall.
Yeah, Harris in the wall. Not going to make Harris happy about that at all. They're battling for, trying to get back on the lead lap. Holy cow, the 7 just pounded the wall, slides up the racetrack, now it's down in the gate.
He could have easily brought out a caution there if he didn't save it. So, good for him. He may quit. Oh, he does. He quit. He's out.
Bradley takes himself out of the race, folks. He already made major contact with a 54 machine there that's, in the hunt for the championship, and
I think Bradley was getting a little upset at the situation coming from this, the end of the stage up to this point. So I think he said he was going to take himself out of it before he caused any issues.
A wise move.
After all that, now Gar is in the lucky dog spot.
And I tell you, with the guys that are needed to make it in, the one that took the worst of it is the number 8 of Sal. He's all the way back here, now just entering the transition of turn 3, while everybody else is up here now entering the transition of turn 1. So, if there's any miracles that could happen for Sal, it has to be by fuel saving and tire saving right here. Which even then, when he's spun out, you know how it eats up the tires when you spin out, Tegan.
Yes.
So he's probably in a bad position regardless.
Already behind again.
So as it stands, as of right now, the 98 of Wessel is in first. The 08 of Mikeman sitting in second. The 22 of S'mores in third, which he's way back here, just now going in turn 3. Fourth being Gar, and then fifth being Darth Kylo. Mikeman's strategy, the way that he executed that, has really made this an awkward type of race for
everybody else.
For everybody else, yeah.
I'm wondering if anybody has caught on to it that's behind him, and we've got Wessel up there in the lead as well. I just wonder if he's been trying to save anything and lead at the same time.
Well, it can be done a little bit easier here than the likes of Talladega or Daytona. Perfect example, Spencer does that all the time when he's up in the lead in Talladega and Daytona, and then he's having everybody running behind him at 195 miles an hour. I mean, folks, I'll tell you right now, if anybody of y'all knows about league racing on this type of game right here, that's not feasible racing.
I'm just trying to take care of my right rear.
Sounds like Spencer's in save mode.
Yeah, Spencer having issues with his right rears. Here comes the 98 of Wessel, as the 54 and the 19 comes in with him as well.
And the 22. So the 22, had issues, and it looks like he couldn't do nothing with saving.
Well, and given the circumstances, it's not a terrible move on the 22's part because he can get those fresher tires.
He's still on the lead. He's the last car on the lead lap. He's running third, so he's not hurting. If he gets a yellow, he's better off either way.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you get a chance to catch back up and get in the draft, Even if you're on older tires, that draft is potent here. So as of right now, Mikeman being the leader, sitting right here behind Gar, who is technically the last car on the lead lap.
Looks like everybody pitted on this stop except for Gar and Michael, and I think Hart pitted the next lap. And now it looks like Gar is pitting now.
Yep, Gar's letting Mikeman go. Mikeman's going to try to put one more lap around the racetrack.
And he must be really close on the tire because he was really conservative all the way through the corner. He was slow. I'd be curious if Mike's showing 2 laps with 8%. I don't think he's going to be able to get the full. Okay, he's at 1 now. He's got to pit this lap regardless anyway of his tire wear.
Yep.
He's going to pit with 48 to go. That means he's got to do 3 16-lap runs.
Which he was able to do earlier. I mean,
earlier he did 17 and 17, 17 and 16. So he's going to have to be. He'll be saving the whole time, but he has that advantage.
Yep.
He's already done it this run. I don't understand how nobody else caught on to it.
I don't know if it's that nobody else has caught on to it, Tegan, or if they just don't think they're able to execute it like he can. They probably don't think that they've got the setup, or the way just their style of racing doesn't help them at all. But if everything comes back out the way it was before Green Flag Pit Stop started, the 98 of Wessel should be back in the lead.
And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like maybe Harris will be cycling out as the first car lap down. For now, he does have Harp and the 19 right behind him, who I think have fresher tires.
I'm curious if the 61 didn't pop a tire, because he ain't nowhere to be seen. Let's see.
Oh,
yeah,
he might have. He's way behind the 22.
Yeah, he's behind the 22.
And the 22, spun out earlier, so he might have popped the tire on the entry and had to fix the damage. And that's, like I said, he didn't get stage points. And if this goes green, that's going to hurt him in this race as well.
Absolutely.
Because that 22 car up there is not for position.
Let's see. We'll go back here to Mr. Matt Connors, a.k.a. Sportologist01, sitting in front of Mikeman right here. This is not for position. Mikeman's not really putting a move on the one.
Matt. Right now, Mike's got to save. He's got to take this. The rest of this race, he's going to have to take it easy.
That's what But to take it easy behind the one, to me, I feel better being ahead in case of the one gets loose or has something happen where it can cause damage to ruin the chances of trying to save, because the aerodynamics here is crucial just as well as saving.
To be honest, if there's some... Okay, he's going to looks like he's letting him go here. Well, maybe Mike don't want to go. It looks like Mike just don't want to go. I think he's wanting to get that drive for a little bit, try to put some fuel in it, but... if he does get a little bit of front-end damage, it's no big deal. That'll actually be a good thing for Mike. It'll tighten it up just a little bit to be able to save tire on that right rear, because he's having issues. He's saving so much, it's burning the right rear, and everybody else, I'm pretty sure, is probably burning up the right front.
And the 9's burning up the right front. He just got in front of Harris here to be the first car lap down in case of caution does end up coming out.
If we get a caution, it is probably going to be up there in that little 3-car pack. The thing is, if they're all involved in it, they're all going to take themselves out of the lucky dog position.
Exactly. But I'm telling you, that 9 machine is pretty fast tonight. If he's able to get back on the lead lap, he definitely has a very good chance of being able to pass both the 98 and the 08 of Mikeman. Now, 22 Sports is fast as well, and that's really all he's worried about, is trying to gain the points up on the likes of S'mores and everybody that's above him as possible. But, the condition that he's in right now, he just needs to run his own race.
I think where he's running now, he should be running 4th. We got 3 cars on the lead lap, so he's going to gain if it stays this way. He's going to gain on the cut line with Gar having issues now, and Sal.
They
absolutely both had issues. So to be honest, it may kind of make it hard for Talladega to even be a possibility of them making it in.
Especially for Sal. Sal not getting any points there in the stage, as far back as he is in this race with the issues from earlier. It just depends on how many starts next race. Because if he doesn't have X amount of cars that starts next race, he just doesn't have a chance to make it in at all.
There's no path.
No, you just might as well
I don't
go
know
ahead.
if we'll have. I think we're both racing it. I don't think we'll have Bradley, so it'll be a net gain of 1.
And I tell you what, though, that 54 of Harris, he's not giving it up quite easily there behind the 9. He's trying to find his way to battle back and pass the 9 car if he's able to.
Yeah, I'm going to put this out here. They're kind of catching the 98 a little bit, but best case scenario is to have the 98 spin out, take one of them out, you bring out a caution.
Here comes the 19, putting the move on the 54. Not helping their case out, saving it all, which, like you said, Tegan, I don't think, I mean, the way they're catching 98, I don't think they're saving anyway. At this point, I think they're just dealing with the cars that are...
nobody's saving except for the 08.
I feel like the 98 isn't saving because he feels like that if he can get out far enough ahead of Mikeman, that he can maybe try to catch him back. I'm not really sure what the strategy is with that.
You can. I think he knows right now he's got second locked up if he don't fuck up his strategy, if he don't speed on pit road.
I tell you
Even
what,
if he speeds, he'll fall back to third.
Well, I don't know if you saw that on the top of your screen, folks. That one was rim riding the whole...
I see it on the stream of my stream, yes.
Yeah, that one almost costed Mike Man his strategy right there. We're keeping our eyes on the 9 machine, but yeah, on the top of the screen there, on the camera view, you saw that one rim riding the top of turn 4 coming off the exit, nearly coming down on Mikeman right there.
Guard did catch the 22, and 22's pitting, but you know there is a spot ahead of him. That's 1 point, and that will be Matt.
You see the 22 down the pit road right there. 61 of Gar, you heard Tegan mention about there coming out of turn 2. Sal coming off of turn
98's
4.
pitting.
98's
54
pitting. Yep.
might be pitting as well, right behind him. Like
The 9 stays out. The 19 stays out.
98's just got to, you know, he knows he's got second place locked up. S'mores should have third place locked up. They just got to be conservative. The bed's been made. They just can't do nothing to penalize themselves out of a nice top 3 finish.
Absolutely.
Nineteen's pitting.
9's going to stay out one more lap. At least one more lap. Well, and here's another thing too, Tegan, that a lot of people can consider being a lap down. I mean, you have, you know, that one less lap you got to worry about completing. So on your screen, you can see, you know, there's 18 laps to go. But in reality, there's 17 laps to go. So you're like, okay, if I can make it on 17, then I can pit right here and be good and try to get the jump on whoever's ahead of you. Much like what you saw Harris did at the beginning of stage 1, where he short pitted to try to gain those track positions ahead of everybody else. And he was able to do a pretty good job of keeping it up there too.
Looks like Harp has gained on his lap, so he stayed out again here. And Mikey is coming to 35 to go. I still don't think he's in a good window. I think he's probably going to have to pit here. I don't think he's going to be. He's got to get it down to 32 to go to even be possible. And
yeah, he's wide arcing it right here. Yeah, definitely.
So he's pitting with 34 to go. He's going to have to save. He's going to have to do 17 and 17.
Yep,
that's going to be a stretch. That was a stretch for Mike in the first stage. So.
Yeah, Mikeman right now at 34 laps to go, coming around to try to put it down to 33 laps to go. And Mikeman, he can make it all the way up to at least 32 laps to go and then worry about pitting after that. So Mikeman definitely.
I think the one to pay attention to here is going to be the 61 because he's right behind him a lap down, and now he's pitting. So he's pitting with 33 to go. So there's a possibility that he could stretch his out. He was running second there, right there. Yeah. If he can stretch it out, he might be able to steal a top 2 finish.
Yeah, because if the 98 still has to pit one extra time, then, and the 22 as well, you're absolutely right, Tegan. A little bit of surprise by Gar, but maybe. We'll
Well,
see
you
how
lose
it
all
goes.
when you lose all that track position, you got to change it up. It's kind of like what happened to Wessel. I don't know what happened to him in the first stage on the first stop, but something happened, and so he went into fuel. He went into full save mode.
Yeah, here's Mikeman now with less than a lap to go on his fuel window right here, so he's probably going to having to pit right now. Oh, he's down to 6% right here.
Yeah, he should be able to make it.
Yeah, there he goes. Yep, he good.
I wasn't worried about
And actually, he
Easy
gained a
smooth.
lap out of it, I think, as well. So,
Yeah, 32 laps remaining. Oh, actually, when he crosses the line, there'll be 31 laps remaining. Yeah, so I mean,
so he do 16 and 15. So he's gained an extra lap out of it. So he's doing 17 again. Now he won't even have to push it that far on this run,
no, absolutely.
and he gets a good pit stop on top of it.
This is not even fair, man. 15-2. That's this like this game hands wins to some drivers, it. But you see the 98 now passing Mikeman up in tow, the 54 of Harris. That puts Harris right back into being the first car a lap down.
Now, I feel like Harris gained a lot on the other two guys with them staying out like that. So, to be honest, if Harp can't stretch it out and he still has to make an extra stop with the rest of them, the short pit is actually going to be beneficial to the guys who's been short pitting this whole race.
Ooh, the 9 got on the apron going into turn 1. Right behind them, pushes the 19 up against the wall, or just about did. Coming out side by side. These two cats right here are dogging it out, man. And if you're Darth Kylo, you don't want to do more than what you can if you're trying to still save fuel or tires or whatever you needs to do. If that 19 wants to burn up his stuff, let him burn up his stuff.
Yeah, I think Kylo is trying to save, but I think he's trying to also go up there and be in that lucky dog spot just in case we do get a yellow.
Yeah, that's a hard decision to make, man. Lucky dog or try to make
eliminate
it.
a stop.
Yeah, it. And with being in the championship hunt and how tight the points are right now, that's a really tough decision to make. On which would be the best option to go for.
Now, you okay?
Harris hanging in tow with the 98 though. I mean, he's not doing bad. There's a lot of these guys here at Tegan, which we've already talked about it so often. As long as we've been on this game, the competition's gotten a lot tighter. People are running faster. Everybody's just about on top of each other, just running even times now. So I feel like if anybody and everybody that could get back on the lead lap, they will have a solid chance of being able to steal the win right here, just because they've got fast enough cars.
We've got Mike behind Matt again.
Oh boy. Yep. Got our cameras now
At this
set
point,
on.
I don't think you would want to spend too much time behind the one car because you don't have to do a full save mode like you have been. You've gained on it.
Exactly.
But it sounds like he wants to ride behind him.
Mikeman driving the woke AF machine in tow behind the one of Matt Connors. For those that are just tuning in, Mikeman is in the lead. I mean, not Mikeman. Wessel's in the lead. Mikeman is second. But the reason you don't see Wessel ahead of him instead of Matt is because Matt's a lap down. Let's see. Right behind Harris, Darth Kylo, and Spencer. I believe. Yeah. So, let's see. Fourth, fifth, sixth. So, Matt should be in seventh, I believe. Matt in seventh, Gar in eighth. Sal ninth, and then the guy that is out of the race, Mr. Bradley, is the one just slid up and hit the wall. Good grief. Matt is loose even in the trial, Stegan. If I'm Mike, man, I would just go ahead and get ahead of him.
He's loose off of 4, which is a very Vegas thing. Looks like S'mores went ahead and short pitted.
Yep, here he is coming out of pit road right now. Good eyes, Tegan. I mean, at this point, if you're
Gar's catching the 1, but like I said, I think Gar is in save mode here to try to get a top 3 finish.
And all these cats has to pit one more time guaranteed. So, you know, in regards to
Harris is pitted.
Okay. So Harris is pitted, so he still needs to pit one more time for sure.
Looks like Sal's pitting.
Yep.
Oh, I'm telling you what, Spencer looks like he really pushed it. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't speed. 98 coming off pit road, so the
and the 54 are right in tow. Yep. Let's see where that 54 is. Here, or not 54, 19. Well, in comparison to Sal, we know Sal definitely went into pit road pretty conservatively, so we don't believe he had a speeding penalty. So, in comparison to Sal, if Sal ends up coming out and the 19 stays, that means he definitely got penalized. We know that Mikeman's in the lead right now. No, 19 did not pit. So, or speed. Gosh. Yeah. Words are hard. That's why I pass with a C in English. So, we've got the 08 of Mikeman in the lead.
Kylo's in second on the last car in the lead lap, and I think Gar might be third right now because he's right behind Mike. They have not pitted yet. I'm curious if Gar can stretch it into a fuel window here, or in a tire window, I should say.
Well, he pitted, what, at least 2 or 3 laps before Mikeman did that?
2 laps, more. Like, I think he's going to have to do 17 each run. I think that's really going to be pushing it for him.
But, and I mean, if push comes to shove, if he's able to stay where he's at right here behind Mikeman at the end of the race, he's got 1 less lap to deal with. So in that retrospect, you know, being a lap down, I don't know, man. I don't think he could do it. I don't think he's got a car set up to be able to.
Harp or Gar?
Or Gar, yeah, Gar.
I don't know. Gar went longer than the 9 did. I think Gar can do it. These guys all short pitted. Everybody that's pitted so far, they actually have short pitted. It looks like the 9's pitting here. So he's definitely not making it on. He did not eliminate a stop.
Tough break for the 9. As you see the 08 blowing right by him there in the tri-oval.
Like I said, Gar's right there.
Which that means that in second place, a lap down, is the 61 of Gar. I mean, this is what an awkward race.
Okay, Gar's pitting here.
Let's see if Gar pits. Let's see, what lap does Mikeman cross right here? Hold on, just a second, folks. Okay,
17 to go.
So
Gar has to do 16 because he's a lap down. It's doable.
Well, no. I'm actually thinking of this wrong because even though Mikeman's 17 laps to go, that means Gar's 18 laps to go. So
yeah,
Gar
but he's
was
a lap down, so he still only has to do 17.
So yeah, 17. Gar, I mean, it's possible he can do this. It's just, I think it depends on the setup too. I don't know how it is compared to Mikeman. Mikeman's setup is just perfect enough to be able to pull off 17 laps the way that he runs. Gar, if I'm Gar, I wouldn't worry about, oh, can I catch up to these other guys? To your point, he's just going to have to run the same setup that Mikeman's got right here and hope that one of the tires don't blow before the conclusion of the race. As we now, I mean, coming to 15 laps to go. So when Mikeman comes, if he does come to pit road right now, which I believe he will, that means there'll be 14 laps to go. So he stretched yet another lap, Tegan.
Yeah, he's going to pit here. Look, he's got 8% on his tire now, so that's definitely, it's going to go down when he gets in the pit road, but he should be safe.
See the cats right there blowing right by the 98 of Wessel. Guaranteed having to pit one more time for him. Guaranteed pit one more time for the 54 of Harris, the 8 of Sal. And I honestly, okay,
so now Mike can just go hard. He shouldn't have to worry about the right rear, and going hard is actually going to help the right rear save more.
Right,
it's going to eat the right front up, and he should be about a lap, at least a lap, maybe 2 laps to the good on the fuel burn.
And there he is with a 15.8, like that matters to him now. Wessel taking the lead back right there. I mean,
if the caution's going to come out, it's going to have to come out where they're grouped up together. And it's a little 3-car pack up here around Wessel. It's always up here with Wessel and Harris.
Yep, and I'm telling you, these cats, they could try to push the envelope to where they could force somebody to make a mistake to cause a caution. If they really wanted to try to make that type of situation happen. Yeah, Gar's now clearly ahead of Mikeman. Just actually now pulling up right behind Matt Connors in the 1.
And that is a position, which I don't think that's a position he's going to have to worry about. Even
exactly.
if he does have to pit, I think some of these guys may have to take 4 tires. He may not have to take but right sides.
But as it stands, we're riding on board with Sal Zavala. He's actually 2 laps down, so even the car ahead of him is not for position, which is the 54 machine of Harris. Harris being a lap down behind Wessel here is the first car lap down again, but
Wessel's pushing off the corner there, got tight.
Yeah. These cats right here know they can't make it without pitting one more time, so they're just giving it everything they got. Sorry, I got caught up listening to what Mikeman was talking about. Here comes that. Yeah, here comes 98 for sure.
He's short pitting it by a lot, and the 19's pitting with him.
Well, 19, he's probably worried more about trying to get the fastest lap now than he is worried about finishing positions.
22's on pit road. He actually pitted the lap before that. And Guard's going for position. Mike's right behind him. Like I said, Mike don't have to save now, so he can just go. To be honest, Guard needs to let him go here and ride behind him.
Here comes the 54 of Harris.
And it looks like Hart. Is that Hart pitting too?
Yeah.
Yes, Harp's pitting. So trying to stretch it out did him no good.
No, actually it made it worse for him.
It's actually he's going to be behind Harris. So he's going to be on even tire here, and he's just going to have to flat out outrun him. The 98 and the 19 are coming off.
Now 61 is really trying to push it now, though. Tegan, I mean not push it, conserve it, because he was ahead of Mike.
Now being a lap down. So Mike's now he had the freshest tires by a couple of laps, and plus, like I said, he doesn't have to save. He got it down to where he was in a safe zone where he could just go. I don't know who this is coming off. Is that Hart, maybe?
Yeah, that's Hart.
Oh, so he sped maybe, because it looks like he might have lost a lot of time to Harris.
Sure does.
Matt's on pit road. So that puts him 2 laps down.
Either that or Harris took 2 and the 9 took 4.
He is with the 98, so I don't know. That means they both had to take 2.
And the way Mikeman is driving right here, his tire wear is even on the rights.
About 2 or 3 laps short, so you're probably going to stay ahead of me.
Okay, so it looks like top 5. It looks like Sal's in 5th right now with S'mores in 4th, Wessel 3rd,
Yep.
and Gar in 2nd.
But didn't Sal pit yet? I want to say that Sal... Oh, there goes Sal.
No,
Yep,
there
Sal's
he is. He's
pitting.
pitting
Yep.
now.
Yep. I was about to say,
Well, that
Sal
will
definitely
change.
had to pit one more time, so yeah. Absolutely. That's insane. Darth Kylo behind Mikeman right here.
Actually, I don't
is
know
in
what happened to
5th.
Harris. He's not even in the top 5. So he's 2 laps down behind Kylo. So something must happen somewhere and we missed it. He had issues, sped or something. He's not even...
Yeah.
He's actually behind Kylo. I don't know. We missed something somewhere.
Well, that we just now crossed 5 laps to go. I forgot to mention that as soon as Mikeman went across the line here. Let me tell y'all, folks, the second place car is Gar, and he's a full lap down. There's not one car behind Mikeman, the leader, that's on the lead lap. There's a chance that Gar may still not make it. It just depends on how his tire wear is. It's just
I feel
crazy.
like he's lifting a lot going into the corners. I'm riding with him. And, he just has to get it to the white flag. Not even the white flag. He's a lap behind. So that's a lap eliminated for him. So he could just take it down the pit road if he thinks he's going to have issues and let it cross the line at the finish.
Yeah. And, I mean, as it stands right now, folks, you got Mikeman in 1st, Gar in 2nd, Wessel in 3rd, S'mores
I will
in
say
4th.
this, though. Like, Wessel and Harris are on the same straightaway as Gar, so he could lose these positions if it doesn't work out, or if he has to really start saving hard these last 4 or 3 laps. Well, I'd say Harris. Harris ain't for position, because like I said, we think something happened to Harris and we missed it.
And here we are
It sounds
now.
like maybe Harris might have. I don't know. I don't know if he was 2 laps down at the end of the stage. I had him top 5 in the stage. So
Well, I mean, 2 laps to go. We'll find out here in a little bit. I'm really curious. Maybe somebody else was able to talk about what had happened to him. But 2 laps to go. Mikeman in the lead right here in the 08. Coming around the corner here to the white flag. First car lap down is Gar in 2nd. The 61 machine right behind him. And I feel like, Tegan, that 61's going to make it.
yeah, I mean, I don't. If he wasn't, then he didn't try hard enough, because he's been pretty much keeping toe now with Mike. And Wessel ain't close enough either, unless he blows a tire. I think he's going to finish 2nd.
So incredible recovery by the 61 machine as he finishes 2nd, a lap down behind Mikeman, the 08 right here. Mikeman, your Las Vegas winner.
Like they all spun out on purpose.
Uh-huh. That's insane.
So Harris finished 6th, 2 laps down. So he was behind Kylo, but Kylo got 5th. So, Harris didn't lose a lot of points. And he did get stage points, too, as well. So
Absolutely.
he's going to even up compared to Kylo.
And, folks, you heard earlier, Tegan said that he was going to have the points update as soon as he has these results right here put in. So as we await for those results, we will get these interviews in, starting with Mikeman, then going to Gar, then going to Wessel. Those are your top 3 finishers for the night.
You'll have to do the invite while I'm doing points real quick.
All right. We'll see who got the fastest lap real quick.
Also could matter. Harris. So that is good. That
That
means
is a very
lot of
good
the guys
deal.
that were above the cut line got points.
Yep. Tough break for Sal not getting the any extra bonus points from all of that. I mean, unless Tegan tells us wrong, folks, I believe Sal's a guaranteed out of the next round. You know what? I'm going to do something a little bit unorthodox. I'm going to invite all three in at the same time, so that way we can get onto the Talladega race.
Anyway, so I wouldn't. If you don't want to, we could probably just do one at a time and do quick interviews.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go to the invite screen, so once I do, nobody will be able to hear you, Tegan. I'm so sorry, folks. I don't know why my setup is like that for this, but when I broadcast, but
Just make
anyway.
sure you.
Right. All right. Invite. Okay. Shouldn't take long to have Mike Mann join us as we get his car right here. And there is Mr. Mike Mann. Okay. So, where do I start? Dominant performance. Nobody finished on the lead lap. You spoiled the show for all the midweek regulars fighting for the championship, or to fight to go to the next championship round tonight. How do you feel about your pure dominance tonight?
I wouldn't call it dominance. I would just call it out-gamesmanship, I guess.
Strategy dominance. Strategy.
Definitely. I feel good, obviously.
He out-Whitman.
Outwitted, witty Whitman, you know. Put that next to hot honey. I mean, I lost this specific race 2 years back because of this, and I don't like losing things the same way twice. So, yeah. If I wasn't going to do it, somebody else might have. So, just had to make sure that I was on that strategy. I didn't know if I could do it. I tried it in practice and was a little iffy on it, but with how I ran the first stage, I knew I could go about 18 laps each run, get the full field run out of it, and keep my tires under me. So, once I knew I was able to do that, it was just kind of locking in for the rest of the race and focusing, because, you know, if I ran a run the wrong way, then I could put that in jeopardy. But definitely lapping the field at the stage helped, I'd say. But
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, so take us back a little bit right there at the beginning of the second stage, where we almost thought that there was a caution. Wasn't too sure what had happened. Looked like Sal spun. The 22 got caught up in it, and we couldn't tell if it was something that was related to you or if there was just some crazy incident that happened back there that you were just a bystander on.
Yeah, I mean, Sal said I hit him, and if I did, obviously totally my bad. From my vantage point, I didn't touch him, and if I did, it wasn't bad. He was in kind of an awkward spot. Like, I was running, like, the middle groove, and he was kind of on the apron-ish, but not all the way down there, I don't think. I'd have to go back and look and really dive into what happened. That's the last person I'd want to mess up if that's what I did. On my end, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel any contact. I didn't think I was really even close, to be honest. But, you know, I have no doubt that on his screen it probably was something else. So, hate that. S'mores didn't say it was a yellow, so we kept it trucking after that. It seemed like it was just kind of Sal, and S'mores might have got a little damage, I guess, but I didn't really affect him too badly. So, nobody really said it was a caution, so we kept it moving. But yeah, if it was really my fault, and, you know, there's sometimes where something happens and it's not on your screen and you really can't, you know, it's just part of the game, and you can't race in fear of hitting somebody like that, because then you'll give everybody way too much room and you'll get taken advantage of. So I hate that happened, obviously, but from my vantage point, and I'm going to go back and look, I don't feel as if there was anything I really could have done in that situation.
Tegan?
I don't think I have nothing. I kind of caught it from the beginning of the stage. You know, I kind of saw what you're doing, and I'm like, I was telling Kevin about, I'm like, you know, these guys are not noticing it yet, and I think it was too late by the time they did that you're, you know, kind of taking it easy in the stage for the first run. And
the second stage or the first stage?
The first stage, and then I noticed you right off the bat you did it for the second stage, because you went from the lead to like fifth, sixth car in line. So at that point, though, everybody done made their, the only one that had a shot was Wessel and S'mores, but it seemed like they couldn't or didn't even try. So I don't know if they just didn't think they had it in their car to be able to do it, or, if they thought maybe they would get a caution and it wouldn't matter in the end.
They just didn't have the tire wear. That was the difference. I don't know if you're looking at my stream, but I was pitting for fuel and not tires the last few runs. Like it was close-ish. Like I was at 6% about each time pitting, but you can potentially stretch that another lap. But when I was pitting for fuel, and I think everybody else was pitting for tires in that race. So Wessel really went hard, like putt-putting in the first stage. I think he pitted about a lap or two before me.
Yeah, I think he might have had issues, maybe. I don't know if he sped or if he had a bad entry, and no, I noticed that he was putt-putting.
No, he came out right behind me, because we were around each other on the track. Like, he was really a little bit in front of me, and I think he realized when I stayed out as long as I did that what I was going to do. Because he called it on the initial start of the race that, we're going to have to take 2 stops in the stage. Or, I don't know. So he knew kind of that it was a close window.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he thought anybody was going to be able to do it, and then when I was able to, he kind of full out committed to that. Because that's a good call. I mean, if he was able to do that, he would have been on the same lap, and then if he was able to keep that up during the second stage, it could have been close with us. I felt like I was doing a really good job of maintaining my pace and not burning through the right rear. So yeah. Sorry I stunk that up. It kind of was a bad race.
Well, look at it this way, Mike. You and Bradley, officially, after this win, are tied for the most wins in the National Series.
That's not true. Tegan's got more, right?
No. Like, as far as, like, I say them. Yeah, I did word that wrong. You and Bradley have 23 wins apiece. Tegan's got 26. You were tied with Bradley
before last week. Bradley got one last week, so I kind of had to come back and change that before we're done here.
Well, I mean, does that mean that we're going to see Mike Mann at Indianapolis next week?
Nope. I'll be sitting in your seat.
Okay. Well, you heard that, folks. I'll keep the seat nice and warm for you, Mr. Mikeman, but if Tegan, you don't have anything else?
I don't. I'm trying to figure out the points. I've got issues right now, so.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll let you focus on that.
I got staged. I'm pretty sure I got that right, but it's not adding. I've got issues with it not giving Gar and Sal their points, so it's not correct on their points on the final tally. But I'll get it figured out before we start up.
Okay.
All right. Well, Mike, congratulations on your win. Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. As Mike Man leaves, we will now invite the second place finisher, Gar. Gar. And we will go to his 61 machine here, the Eisen Austin Hill machine. Obviously, Austin Hill does not drive that anymore. But nevertheless, this is what happens when you drive a game that's 5,000-6,000 years old. It needs to be torched and burned and sent straight to Gar, second place, my man. We thought that you were out of it. No, let me rephrase that. I thought you were out of it. Tegan had more hopes for you than I did, and I'm glad that Tegan proved me wrong, because you, my man, got the points you really, really needed to edge out those that are on the bubble. Walk us through how you figured out how to get your second place finish tonight.
Just figure out how many laps I can run with the tires. I know if I can put my setup in, I can go majority of the whole for run with the line I was running. Stage, I kind of know what I did wrong by pitting a lap early or 2 laps, because I didn't run that lane. Practice, I figure out the lane I was running is actually saving the temp, which was basically saving the right front. Then twist into the right rear, you go basically to the bottom, you save about 2 laps on a full run, more than certain people. And I know that kind of played a factor, and Sage kind of flipped the whole race around, because Sage points, gotta need them. And then One of the pit stops, I think the first pit stop, I blew a right rear, and I had a forsake damage, so I fixed that. And I think that might help me, because if I was in front of Mike, I might not be making it. I know I could got 2 extra points for like fast lap or whatever, but I feel like those might come around on foot and made whoever I'm battling in the cut line end by 2 points. But, you know, it's one of those things.
Tegan, I know you're doing points, man. Do you got anything for him, or are you going to try to focus on points?
I'm going to focus on points. You
All right, man.
got this.
Well, Gar, man, it was a hard-fought race and an awkward one for sure for you all. But hey, being the highest midweek finisher, you know, definitely got the points you needed to put the edge on those that are on the cutoff line. And my man, congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. We are going to now grab third place finisher, David Russell. Weasel? Russell? That dude in the 98. That's who we're going to put in our last interview for the night, if I could find him. There he is. And now we will put our eyes on the 98 machine right here, awaiting his arrival. And there he is, Mr. David Russell. Riesel. David Wessel. Third place finish. Couldn't get the results that you wanted out of the strategy that Mike was pulling off there, but hey, for what it's worth, third place ain't a bad night for you, ain't it?
I definitely didn't have a top 3 car. Probably had a bottom 3 car. I was not good. I sold out for the strategy and the stage to get points, and then I decided, like, me and Mike were the only ones on the lead lap. Well, I think S'mores was also on the lead lap, but he had to go to the tail end, and he never really got back through the field. So I was like, I mean, it's kind of only racing with Mike at the end, so I just decided to push it, just see what would happen. I don't like putting around. Like, if corporate asked me to find the differences between this track and Phoenix, they're the exact same. 2 tracks in the middle of the desert, and you just putt around.
Well, if corporate did ask you to putt around if it meant taking the win, would you gladly accept that invitation or tell them to take it and shove it?
I mean, I wasn't really going for the win because it's not a win in advance system. I was just trying to maximize points all day. And I thought that I was going to have at least second locked up. I didn't know that Gar was pulling the same strategy.
You know, Gar had to catch up to the strategy.
Yeah,
he kind of caught that toward the end there.
I kind of had to catch up to the strategy in stage 1. I pit.
Oh yeah, I noticed that you were putting it around there.
Yeah,
on the back
I pit on lap 15. With the stage ending like was it 33 to 34, so I had to run 18 laps on one set. So that was pretty sketch. I was definitely putting around to try and make that. But yeah, I don't really know how Mike was able to hold speed and also save tire. I'm just not very good at the whole saving tire thing.
Well, the thing is, though, Wessel, he really didn't, like, he was on the very edge of tire.
On the edge every time he pitted till the end when he got it into a safe zone.
Well, when you're saving, your rear's going to be the first to go.
Rear. And y'all were burning the right front up. I'm assuming everybody else were burning the right front up, going hard.
Well, I was going back and forth. I kept making subtle changes trying to help my tire wear while just still pushing to try to maximize as many laps as I could get. And I was kind of going back and forth. Like the first run, I think it was my rear. Second run, it was my front. Third run, it was my front. Fourth run, it was my rear again. So it kept going back and forth.
Well, Wessel, I mean, for what it's worth, man, you done a really good job pulling out
but it's still tight.
I do believe that I'm first in points now.
You are first, but you are 9 up.
Yeah. Like, I'm not locked in. I think if I can get at least like 2 or 3 stage points, I think I might lock
Lock in.
myself. Yeah.
With or without the fastest lap bonus point.
And Poe. And the qualifying win.
Yeah, basically.
You get
So-
those in one.
So yeah, I mean, definitely could. And well, let's see. The closest threat to you in the cutoff line is still Harp. Is that correct, Tegan?
Yeah, Sal's 11 out. I do believe Sal's going to have like very
gonna
special
have to have a lot go
circumstance
his
help.
way.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to have to, like, when I say perfect storm the last couple of weeks, it would literally just have to fall his way. Like the Mexican gods would have to align the stars.
Not just
Ice
regular.
would have to be asleep. Trump would have to be nodding off. All that kind of shit.
Not just any gods, y'all. Mexican gods. Per Tegan.
They exist.
That's.
Who do you think made the fucking Mayan temples?
Oh my god. Oh, how to ban this broadcast channel. Let's start with that. No, Wessel, congratulations on your third place finish. Obviously, we're going to Talladega next, so I'll be on the racetrack doing the broadcast in a point of view. I mean, best of luck, man.
Thank you guys, thank you. I'm just trying to... If I can, like, at least get, like, third in the stage, I feel like I'll be fine. Even coming last, it would take, like... It would take, like, the 9 to win, pretty much. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, later.
Alrighty, folks. That's going to do it.
We're gonna end this one and start another one, right? You gonna do POV?
We're going to do POV. Yep. So,
All right.
folks, we're going to save the final thoughts on this right here and go straight to Talladega. So stay tuned. We will see you here in the next little bit in the Truck Series.